Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, just the way I'm feeling. I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like...
This great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Bears. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go. Check pitch. Check hunt.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Ready?
They'll go again with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Murray. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Third and 2, and here's Murray. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Murray off play action. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Dobbins running out of the gun. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Murray, this one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
So the completion gets them just a yard. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Now the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Bears nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Okay, ready?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 23. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Murray now. And that will be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they like to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Off play action. Seymour eluding the under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go, set.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's got Dorsett complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game.
Well, Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps. He's an impact guy here in year 1.
Tackled by the safety, Bubba Bolden.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Seymour. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Another run here with Dobbins. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Play fake. Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Okay, break. Red, yellow. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Seymour looking deep downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Cards will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to look at all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win. The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Here's Dorsett.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Bears take over.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
68 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
On first down, Seymour. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack.
It's 2nd and 21. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Off the play fake, Seymour. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Seymour. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Murray. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This is taken in by McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Room here to run. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Seymour. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Down right around the 25. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd and long. Seymour. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Shotgun now for Murray. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Dorsett on the return. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Seymour. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title. And they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in it as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll look to throw again.
Locates Mooney on the out route. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get
in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Jalen Phillips.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he had that
touchdown Bears! A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to...
He's got a man complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Bears are back within a score.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play,
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And
that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now Murray. Forced out to his left. The ball comes out. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
That's taken on the 25. It's a 4-yard return following a punt at 49. And that will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And the defense closes quickly there, and they'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. David Ajabo picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take it right at the 35. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Matt Judon. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Dobbins trying the left side. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on third down? And this is going to be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing every...
Murray fighting, lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
He's got McBride. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. First down, Murray. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Murray to air it out again. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. The slot man in motion right. Murray, one final try. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.